A warm welcome and very good morning to each one of you present here on Skilling on Saturdays. And today's guest are Neha Babicha and Irfan Aziz. They have already graced us 2 months before. Introducing them, let me check if they are there. Good morning, Neha. Good morning, Irfan. Yeah,
Amazing morning.
yeah, wonderful. Welcome to Skilling on Saturdays. And let me introduce both of them. Coach Irfan Aziz is a leading healing and manifestation coach. Irfan is on a mission to help 1 lakh individuals regulate emotions, reset routines, and rewire subconscious patterns to manifest abundance and purpose. While Coach Neha Baveja, she's a CA turned Reiki healer and morning rituals coach. Neha brings a blend of ancient wisdom, neuroscience, and subconscious healings to empower personal transformation. Together, they have created in manifestation to help people experience life changing results through science backed healing, structured manifestation systems, and community driven growth. So, with this brief intro, I welcome both of you, Irfan and Neha, on Scaling on Saturdays, and look forward to learn deeper science behind manifestation and why sometimes it doesn't work for some people. So, welcome, and we would definitely love to hear your story once again for all of those who are joining us for the first time or maybe not attended your session previously. So, welcome both of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shivani ji. Thank you. Thank you. Amazing morning to all.
Yeah, amazing morning.
Okay.
Thank you so much once again, Shivani ji, for bringing us on this Skilling on Saturdays. It's really a pleasure for me and Neha, I'm sure, uh, for being here, for part of this community. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you. Okay. I need to share. So, yes. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you. Yes. Okay, so today what we are going to talk about is the law of manifestation. So manifestation nowadays it's a fad, right? Every social media, I would say every platform, it is talking about manifestation, law of attraction. This is a new thing, though it is not. But yeah, this is something which has come up in the last 7 8 years, 10 years probably. Okay, so today what we are going to discuss is basically the agenda for today is that what is manifestation? The second is the science and psychology behind manifestation, right? And the third one is the key principles for effective manifestation. That's what we are going to discuss in this whole session. But at the same time, I would just say that yes, we have just thought of making this session so interactive. Okay, so yes, we are here to come up with this, that we are going to announce one lucky winner. So this is not something that we are going to announce. This is going to be a system generated winner. Okay, so whosoever wins will get the next step, the course, what that is 95%, almost 95% success rate we have for that course. So whosoever comes and attends that course and practices whatever we tell in those sessions, right? So almost 95% people, they get the success rate. So basically people, they have manifested their biggest goals in the last year, right? So please, the rules are very simple. You need to be on camera. Okay, open your camera. Let's have maximum interactions and stay till the end. Yeah, deal? Okay. Okay, so this is gonna be the 7 days live advanced manifestation bootcamp, what I'm talking about. So this is gonna be the 7 days wherein it's not only that you're gonna learn the manifestation processes, but at the same time, it is gonna be a customized for your own self. बिकॉज मैनिफेस्टेशन से पहले जो शुरू होता है वो हीलिंग होता है, और वो हीलिंग क्यों रिक्वायर्ड होती है? बिकॉज हमारे कुछ सबकॉन्शियस बिलीव्स ऑलरेडी फॉर्म हो जाते हैं जो हमारे अर्ली ईयर्स ऑफ लाइफ में फॉर्म होते हैं, राइट? एंड देन यू विल सडनली hit a situation and you start reacting in a different way जो आप हो ही नहीं. Okay, and you feel this is not me. So that's where we have curated this entire course, which is a blend of healing plus manifestation processes. So this is something what we just decided, okay, fine, for one lucky winner, we are just gonna give it absolutely free. Okay, so this could be anybody. Okay, right? Okay, so what you're gonna become after 7 days? So you're gonna become a co-creator of your reality. Yeah. So these are the people who have come for the 7 days manifestation program, and they have got like almost everybody got. So this is the live real transformations that have happened. So we have amongst coming from the same community, which is chartered accountant, so Saurabh Garg. So he has also got a lot of results from this course. Okay, so then coming that why behind what. Let's start with the concept. So our quest was to search if there was real scientific, principle, scientific evidence that backed up some of the original laws and principles of the law of manifestation. Okay, and that's how we just thought ki, okay, fine, let's start with one core principle, which is you are the universe. So that means that you are not in the universe, but you are the universe. So basically it means that you're not a person, but a focal point is that where the universe is becoming conscious of itself. So which is like an amazing miracle, right? But this is what we are going to discuss today, that you are the universe. What does it mean? So what is law of manifestation? Let's understand this first. So law of manifestation is basically, it's a process of bringing your dreams, your goals into reality by aligning your thoughts, your beliefs and your actions. राइट सो जो आप सोचते हो, जो आप बिलीव करते हो और जो आप एक्शन लेते हो, इफ इट इज ऑल इन वन अलाइनमेंट, then it is the process which brings your dreams, your goals into the reality, right? The second one is that the thoughts become the words. Sorry, the thoughts become the words become actions, our actions become habits, our habits become character, and character becomes the destiny. This is exactly what happens, right? आप जो जैसे जैसे बोलते जाओगे, जो जैसे जैसे सोचते हो, जो जैसे जैसे आप बोलते जाओगे, जो जैसे आप बोलते जाओगे, वो वैसे वैसे आप एक्शंस लोगे, जैसे जैसे आप एक्शंस लोगे वैसे वैसे आपके हैबिट्स बनेंगे, जैसे जैसे आपके हैबिट्स बनेंगे वैसे वैसे आपका कैरेक्टर बनेगा, जैसे जैसे आपका कैरेक्टर बनेगा वैसे वैसे आपकी लाइफ फॉर्म होती जाएगी. Isn't it? That's why we were told in the early days कि have good habits. Okay, अच्छा सोचो, अच्छा बोलो, अच्छा सुनो, सब कुछ. That's how you know our parents, our elders used to say this, right? So thoughts are your destiny. But over here the question is, okay, even in magic or in secret, that whatever you think becomes your reality. Is it true? No. अगर हम सब कुछ ही सोचते जाएं और सब कुछ ही पूरा हो जाए, तो मतलब वो तो फिर बहुत बहुत बड़ी बात हो गई ना, right? So over here this concept is incomplete. Okay, so even according to Dr. Deepak Chopra, Joe Dispenza, so they all have said that a human being thinks approximately 60,000 thoughts in a day. Approximately. Okay, 60,000 to 90,000 thoughts. Right? But our question to you is, क्या हमारा हर एक thought reality बनता है? Right? But at the same time, that's not the truth. Because when you want something, so why I'm saying you, I will just back it up. So when you say something, पूरी कायनात, हम में से कितने लोगों ने वो शाहरुख खान का डायलॉग सुना है कि आप कोई भी चीज को शिद्दत से चाहोगे तो पूरी कायनात उसको जुट जाती है आपसे मिलाने के लिए, जर्रा जर्रा शरारत करता है आपसे मिलवाने के लिए, राइट? सो ये शाहरुख खान से पहले बहुत बहुत साल पहले कोल्हो ने ऑलरेडी ये चीज बोल दी थी, व्हेन यू वांट समथिंग all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it, right? But this is automatically true that you are the universe. Number one, we discussed that, okay? But what does science say about this law is that, okay, so Irfan, I think from here let's start with you because I've been talking since the beginning. Let's you start with this.
All right. So can you hear me? My Probably my signal will be a little bit here and there,
No, we can hear you.
but
Yeah,
you
we
need
can
to
hear
bear
you.
with me. Um,
You can switch off your
okay,
video
great.
if network
So
is problem.
now the question is that fine? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if network is an issue.
Just check it. I mean, as long as it's going well, it's an issue, right? Okay. Let me just do that. Okay. Now you can hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Am I audible?
audible.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
audible.
yeah.
So, what we need to understand here is that is there a connected consciousness? When we talk about connected consciousness, um, let's understand something. Like some of the researchers and many spiritual traditions purpose that consciousness may be more connected than we are currently understanding. Please understand this. For all those people who are logical like me, I'm a very logical person at the beginning. All right. And this is where my curiosity has come up that how this all works. So now the science hasn't reached a final conclusion on this, but we do know something measurable that humans are connected through attentions, emotions, social influence, and shared meanings. Yeah. So even if we don't call it connected consciousness, we can say this when our attention is aligned, our behavior changes. Do you agree? How many of you agree on this? Type yes in the chat box. Yeah. If you agree on this. When our emotional state is coherent, our choices changes. Do you agree on this? And when our choices change consistently, our outcome change. Am I making sense on this? So whether you label it universe or field or just psychology plus nervous system, whatever you call it, the practical takeaway is the same. Your inner state is not private. It leaks into your reality through your actions, your relationships, and your decisions. Yeah. So same person. Let me give you a very common understanding example. Same person, same skills, but on a very calm day. How many of you agree on this? On a calm day, they negotiate very well. But on an anxious day, they self sabotage or they hamper their own decision makings. Agree? It depends on which state of emotion you are into. Yes. So if that is a yes for you, then that's not magic. That's actually state of emotions. Now, if you understand more into this, yeah, like we have a biggest example which happened throughout. So I'm just giving you references here for you to understand. As we enter an era that more controversial, this is going to be more controversial, but I'm going to frame it properly for you. So there are researchers who have explored whether information, intention, or the experimental mindset. Okay. Now, one example often discussed is this, that where they photograph the residue pattern of the dried thing. Yeah. So now, if I talk about the 9/11 thing, okay. So now on a certain days, the whole world shared attention on one event, especially during the high emotional moments. For example, like what I have written here, 9/11 was watched live by millions. Yes. Do you remember where were you at 9/11? आप कहाँ थे? Are you watching movie? Were you with your parents? Where were you? I'm sure you remember that day, many of you. If you tell me you don't know that day, means I'm jealous with you because probably you are a Gen Z. Okay. So I'm sure the rest remember the day, right? A group called, so what happened was that a group called the Global Consciousness Project explored a hypothesis. Okay. So during major global events, does randomness remain perfectly random? They wanted to know this. Or does it shows unusual statistical patterns? So to test this, what they did was they used a device called random number generators. You can search about this if you want to know more. Yeah. So think of them like a digital coin toss. Okay, toss होता है ना digital coin. सही है उसको उसकी तरह एग्जांपल लेते हैं तो लोग क्या करना क्या चाहते थे what their purpose was to check the randomness. So if you like the example probability जिसको बोलते हैं mathematics में right also that if you flip a fair coin many times what happens you expect about 50-50% वो इधर गिरेगा head and 50% tail, right? That is the randomness. But random number generator do a similar thing, producing long stream of random bits consciously, continuously. Means their idea was if collective attention has any correlation with physical randomness, you might see slight deviation from the expected pattern during the major shared events. अब मैं ये क्यों बोल रहा हूं आपको थोड़ा सा साइंस लगेगा बोर लगेगा बट अंडरस्टैंड करने की कोशिश कीजिएगा why because this is where the emotion that you and where Neha told that you are the universe. When we are the universe, what does it mean that we are somewhere connected, we are all connected. एंड वो कनेक्शन कैसा है उसको एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए दिस थियरी आई एम शोइंग इट टू यू. So now to be clear, this is not the mainstream settled science. The interpretations can be debated, okay? But it's still an interesting question ये है, can shared attention show up as a measurable statistical signals? मतलब अगर हम आगे जाएं और ये देखें कुछ that random generator how they have what they have done अगर आप यहाँ देखोगे कुछ images screenshots किए मैंने so they rely on just one machine. Okay, they build across different cities around the world running continuously. Then they compared the data around the timing of major global events. मतलब उन्होंने compare किया था timing globally different time zones पे. Now look at these charts. Here is the simplest way to understand them. There is tactical expectation of what pure randomness looks like over time. So अगर आप red line आप देख रहे हो is the actual data signal. So on some big global events, the data appear to drift more than expected. आप देख रहे हो spike, complete spike, right? So important is that this doesn't mean human caused the event. इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि हमने वो event cause किया, but or the thoughts control the machine. No, it's only suggests कि during high shared attentions, their data sometimes showed unusual statistical deviation. Now, skeptics आप argue कर सकते हो, it could be noise, selective interpretation or methodological limits. But supporters जो बोलते हैं, वो बोलते हैं कि long-term data set shows that either way, this is why I share it. Okay? Not as a proof, मैं आपको proof की तरह नहीं बता रहा हूँ, but as a thought experimented back by data. A deeper question, does our collective attention have pattern we don't yet understand? क्या हमारे अंदर इतनी ताकत है हमारी सोच में, in our thought process of emotions, by putting emotions together, what can happen? And that one event, अगर आप देखोगे, often highlight the 9/11. अगर मैं आपको 9/11 को लेके जाऊं, अगर आप देखो how it was, right? Look, graph shows the deviation across 9/10, 9/11. देखोगे, observe a noticeable spike around 9/11 when the world's attention emotionalized. Now, with full respect for the tragedy जो भी हुआ वो time पे, I'm not pretending or I'm not presenting.
Okay, I think we lost. Irfan, you there? Okay, so the whole idea of this is to just show you that how the spikes have changed, right? That how it was like on 9/10, the spikes were normal, but on 9/11, the spikes have raised. And then on the very next day, again, the spikes were the normal, right? So that's what is this till date, this experiment is still on, right? And even if you see, if even if you go back in the years, just think about it. Do you remember where you were on 9/10? Do you remember where you were on 9/12? I still clearly remember it was one of my examinations. I was studying for it and I was at home on 9/11. So most of us, we would remember where we were, right? Because that day was the like the historic day. Like we can say that a huge event happened on that day. So we remember all those events, right? Sorry, please bear with my throat. Okay, so some research plus some wisdom, like traditions, we say that yes, human minds may be connected in ways that we don't fully understand yet. So this connection can be understood practically as shared attention or emotion and social influence, right? So if you like the spiritual framing, you may call this larger field as the universe. But if you prefer a grounded framing, you can call it attention plus nervous system and your behavior. So you can call this, right? So can our mind affect objects? A curious question explored, which is like, can attention correlate with measurable changes in physical systems? Yes, it is. So there's a experiment which happened long time back on water droplets. Okay, uh, so these two, I will just show you. So our basically our thoughts they impact. So bad thoughts, they impact differently, and good thoughts, they impact differently. So there is like two droplets, okay, which was taken. Okay, there are two droplets which was taken, and one droplet was told that, oh my god, I love you so much, you're amazing, you're such an amazing, that's a very strong positive wave what was given. And to another negative wave was given that I hate you, right? And that's how, before what was the formation and after what was the formation. So there was a complete uh, evidence that what the negative thoughts, what the negative words can give, can produce, right? So this is a strong emotion of love what was. So I can show you again. This was after a strong negative emotion, how the formation have changed, and how the formation have changed after the positive, a very strong positive emotion of love, right? So that's how the thoughts, they impact, they affect the objects. So does science. So you are the universe basically with biological, chemical, and physical evidences, and there is a higher consciousness, and we are all connected to that higher consciousness. So our thoughts affect the real world around us at every moment. And that's where our planet receives material from all over the universe every single day, which becomes a part of all life, right? So does this law of manifestation works? So how does it works? It works through a reticular activating system, which is called RAS. So this is something which is called as the focus. So if you have ever noticed that अगर आप कोई चीज, जैसे supposedly you want to buy a car, and you want to buy a car, you think that I want to buy a car like maybe a Varna, okay, or maybe a Kia, right? And all of a sudden, you will start noticing that on the roads, you will start having Kias all over. Were Kias not present on the roads earlier? No, it was already there, but your brain has started focusing only on that particular thing, right? Which is Kia, right? Even if you have decided about the color, it will only show you the color, the same color, maybe white or black or gray. Okay. So that's how our RAS system works. So law of manifestation is absolutely a law which works exactly just like law of gravity. So like law of gravity is, so अगर आप कोई भी चीज को ऊपर से फेंकोगे तो इट विल जस्ट गो डाउन, आपका ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स, द अर्थ का ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स उसको खींचेगा. बट इफ यू आर सिटिंग ऑन थर्ड फ्लोर और फोर्थ फ्लोर और सिक्स्थ फ्लोर, does law of gravity applies there as well? The answer is yes, but there is a restriction that you have put a flow to it, right? It's the same way law of manifestation, law of attraction works every time. But what is there, it is restricting. That is that the alignment is not there. The thoughts, the actions, the words, everything is not aligned. That's the reason there is a restriction, right? So it's all the time it's working, just like law of gravity. So good days and bad days are created. Okay, so this is basically the RAS is a network of neurons located in the brain stem that plays a crucial role in regulating consciousness, attention, and alertness. It acts as a filter for the sensory information coming into your brain and helping you focus on what's important and ignoring what's not. Right? So key functions is basically it works on selective attention, right? It only and only allows you. So if you have gone in a party and you find a person who is at your mental level, you can listen to that person's voice very clearly, even if there is so much of noise, because the concentration, the focus is so much on that conversation, right? So the goal oriented, I gave you the example of the car, right? And then alertness and arousal. Sorry. Okay, so how it relates to manifestation. So basically, when you're very clear about your goals, when you're very clear about the opportunities you want to have in your life, when you're very clear about the resources or the kind of people you want to have in your thoughts, like by focusing on your thoughts, you come on that, your RAS system starts working, your reticular activating system starts working, and that's where it brings the possibilities, the limitless possibilities into your awareness, and that's how it becomes into your reality. So we often say that, oh my God, it is a coincidence. I don't know how it started happening, but it happened. No, it didn't started happening just by chance, because your focus had gone there. That's the reason it started happening, right? Then yes, there is a language for the universe. So you're manifesting at every moment, consciously or subconsciously. But what is the language? So like we are having a language. So supposedly, if I come and start talking in Telugu, and most of you, if you don't know Telugu, will you understand the language I speak? Maybe not. The words maybe not. You will not understand. But at the same time, my emotions will, you will understand my emotions, at what emotions I am talking with. So in the same way, the language of the universe is actually your emotional state. So whatever you say, whatever you do, if you are putting in the right emotions into it, so if you go back and relate to that experiment, okay, of that water experiment, you can do it at home as well. uh, what you can do is you can freeze the water. You can just put you can take two bowls of water. Okay, in one bowl you can say that I hate you, I simply don't like you, why you are here. Okay, and you can take another bowl and you can say, oh my God, thank you so much for coming into my life, I really love you. So all the positive emotions you just put into that, and then put them into the freezer. After some time, when the ice will be formed, you will see that they both will have the different formations, right? So this you can actually try it at home as well, so that you get more clarity, right? So that's where the emotional state is very, very, very important in the law of manifestation. Sorry. And the good part is the universe does not understand the negative reference, which is no or not. So this is so for example, if you have ever uh, एक्सपीरियंस दैट आप लेट हो रहे हो और आप जैसे ही घर से निकलते हो और आप बोलते हो आज मुझे ट्रैफिक नहीं मिलना चाहिए, एंड द वेरी सेम डे यू गेट द ट्रैफिक, राइट? एंड व्हाई इट हैपेंस? बिकॉज यूनिवर्स को ना नहीं समझ में आता कि मुझे ट्रैफिक नहीं मिलना चाहिए। अच्छा, नहीं मिलना चाहिए उसको पता ही नहीं है, उसको उसको समझ में आया ट्रैफिक, ओके आई विल गिव यू द ट्रैफिक। ओके, दैट्स एग्जैक्टली व्हाट हैपेंस। Sorry. Okay. Sorry. So, like any other language has its own rules, the same way the universal language also has its rules. Sorry. Right? So, yes, there are certain scientifically proven processes to become a magnet for abundance. There are certain specific rules and principles for the universal language. So, are you interested in learning? So, if it is a yes, so yes, we invite you for our 7 days advanced manifestation boot camp. So, awareness is step one and practice is step two, right? So, in this, what you will get is basically day one, we are going to talk about the subconscious rewiring. So, whatever limiting beliefs you had formed during your early years, that is what we are going to talk about. And you will understand your own limiting beliefs. You will understand your own heartbreaks. You will understand your own past failures. You will understand that what is the pattern of your life, right? Because everything in this universe, if you say it's a pattern, like अगर आज हम weather की भी बात करें, so weather is also a pattern, right? So everything is it runs in a pattern. Even your life runs in a pattern. So to understand what pattern you have been following all through these past years, that will be done on day one. Day two is basically healing and emotional detox, wherein Irfan comes as a healer and he he helps you to remove all your emotional traumas, everything. So it is something like that. आपका घर बहुत गंदा है, right? Your house needs a complete cleanup. Okay, maybe a दिवाली सफाई अगर आप करवाते हो जब, right? But आपको देख के ही लगता है कि how I'm gonna do, and you call a helper. So it's the same way. It is like a helper, a healer is coming as a helper to you, wherein he helps you to clean the entire traumas, the entire limiting beliefs. Right. Then day three, we talk about universal language, like in what language you need to talk to the universe so that you can manifest your biggest goals. Then we talk about money manifestation, like what relationship needs to be with the money so that you attract more and more opportunities. Day five is the vision board using the Dunda technique, which is one of the techniques which is there in Chinese metaphysics. So that's what we followed, which is like um, so most of the people they have got the results through this technique, which is Dunja technique. So this vision board is not only to have just pictures, but this vision board is we follow a very different um, method for this vision board so that your subconscious starts believing. The only problem with the vision board is that your subconscious rejects after some days, and that's where vision boards never, like for most of the people it never gets 100% complete. Then day 6 we manifest through meditation, and day 7 we do the 4D visualization, which is like another portal we open and we just visualize everything and come back to this reality. So this is what it is, and with this we provide you 5 guided meditations and 1 Reiki healing session. With this there is a weekly Q&A call, everything is there. So if you really ask us, so what is the price which is there in the market, it is 50,000, but this is our price for like what we offer in the market is 10,000 rupees, but for SOS offer it is just 5,000. So you can contact Shivani ji for that. So there's like, I don't want to talk about day wise, right? So you can just have a word with Shivani ji and you can talk about that,
Thank you,
right?
Neha, for
Yeah.
wonderful explanation why manifestation doesn't work for some people. And yes, it needs to delve deep into your subconscious mind, the thoughts. We have 60,000 thoughts. And when some thoughts go deeper into your subconscious mind, definitely they are going to manifest, as it is rightly said. You have also covered this point, like law of gravity is working all the time. It is the alignment that is missing sometimes when the thoughts doesn't become things. And it is rightly said, thoughts are things. And yes, with conscious awareness and creating that bridge, definitely it can be taken forward. And for your program, if anyone is interested, I'm sharing one interest form. So those who are interested, they can fill up the form. We'll reach out to you. I'm just sharing this link with all of
Just
you.
to add
And
up
we
to
are
what
open.
Shivani ji have shared, uh, just to add up on what Shivani ji
Yeah.
have shared is consciousness of thoughts along with the emotions into it. Because thoughts
Yes.
alone are like a dead cells in the body. They have nothing to do with it. But the moment we add emotions to the thoughts, then that gets
Very
alive.
true.
तो चाहे आप कितना भी पॉजिटिव, आई एम ए चैंपियन, आई एम द बॉस, आई एम ए हेल्थी wealthy millionaire, you can shout throughout the world all the time. But the emotions deep inside, if it doesn't supports, backed up the words what you're saying. अगर अंदर के इमोशंस है, तो आई डोंट थिंक सो आई कैन डू दिस, मे बी मुझे सिर्फ बोलने के लिए बोलना है, राइट, बट आई हैव नेवर गॉट दिस सक्सेस, आई नेवर बीन हेल्थी, मतलब मैं झूठ अंदर से पता है कि आप जो बोल रहे हो, द वर्ड्स व्हिच यू आर यूजिंग, योर इमोशंस आर not supporting, is not backing up, then those words actually backfire. So a lot of people, what they do is they do a lot of affirmations ke upar lag gaya, because now social media is talking about affirmations, affirmations, affirmations. Oh, write positive, write positive, write positive. अरे बाबा, वो पॉजिटिव लिखने से पॉजिटिव नहीं होता है, पॉजिटिव भाव होने चाहिए, द इमोशंस नीड टू बी देयर विद इनसाइड, देन ओनली दोज वर्ड्स हैज मीनिंग टू इनटू इट. बट अगर आप पॉजिटिव लिखते जाओगे और अंदर के भाव ही अगर नेगेटिव हैं, तो एक्चुअली आप वो पॉजिटिव लिखने में भी नेगेटिव जनरेशन कर रहे हो. It's so
Very
important that
true.
your alignment inside of that emotions for the words which you are saying has to have so profoundly aligned. Then the manifestation actually starts working. So manifestation is, of course, it's a thoughts with emotions and actions. Then it becomes manifestation. अगर थॉट्स हैं और एक्शन है बट इमोशन ठीक नहीं है, फिर भी रिजल्ट्स नहीं आते. You still don't see results. And majority of the people in the world today, since we have thousands of, now we are going to conduct the 60th batch, right? Um, and we realize that the biggest challenge in the people is that emotional control, the emotional consciousness, and that is where something is missing. And once you found that emotional consciousness, once you get into that deeper level, then that words, everything what you say becomes tathastu, amen, and everything. All right. So
Absolutely
that's
true,
from my
Irfan.
side. Thank you,
And
Shivani ji,
there
for
is a book by
you know,
Neville Goddard
and
on feeling is the secret, if you would be aware of it. And I've shared that
yes,
in the
yes,
chat
yes, yes,
box.
absolutely. Yes, I have read
Right.
it.
Thank you, Irfan and Neha, for knowledge sharing. We are open for Q&A. So anyone from the audience have any questions on law of manifestation or the program offering by Neha and Irfan? So you are free to raise your hand, unmute and speak. Any questions?
Hi, Neha. Hi, Irfan ji. Yeah, I just wanted to know,
Namaste,
like,
Arun ji.
yeah, how does that patterns in our life affect our manifestation? Are they related
Patterns
to,
is
yeah, are they related?
patterns, everything. If you see Dr. Renu, everything is pattern. Everything in our life is actually pattern only, right from before, right? But the question rises here is, what is my pattern? Do I have the awareness of my pattern? Once you get to the awareness of the pattern, then there is a conscious efforts to correct those patterns, because your results is eventually the part of pattern only. The way I behave is actually the reality. My surrounding, whoever I have today, whatever the world I'm living into, it's just a reflection, it's a mirror of who I am inside. And what is inside me is a pattern. We are all made of atoms and patterns. So once we know this pattern control, control, rather alignment of pattern, that what outcome I want, I need to arrange my pattern of emotions inside. Once I fix this emotion pattern, then outside world is an absolutely the reflection. So to come to the question, yes, it's 100% pattern affects your reality. Thank you for a beautiful question. And by the way, my system is saying that you actually are the winner also for the today's you know, because I checked here I have a small system. So you are the most active and open camera apart from Shivani is also showing the same thing, but I will not give it to Shivani ji. I'm going to give it to you.
Thank you. Thank you. I manifested. I made a camera on with that intention today. I
Oh,
should win.
see,
Thank you.
this is how it is.
Yeah,
It works.
congratulations, Dr.
Yeah,
Renu.
I was in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen, but I on it without getting into that. Oh, my kitchen is seen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
congratulations, Dr. Renu. You
Nice.
manifested it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, and we welcome you.
Yes, but I filled the form and I have to pay. Yes, thank you.
We'll reach out to you, Dr. Renu. Yeah, any further questions from anyone?
I would
Or
like to
anyone
take
wants
this
to share any
opportunity
thoughts?
also
Yeah.
to thanks to Hirani sir also for bringing all us here and for this making this such a beautiful community. To be very honestly, I see the consistency in the community of skilling on Saturday, week after week, bringing all
Because of
together.
Shivani.
It's not a,
Because
no,
of
sir.
Shivani.
It's not one. It's always, I believe, since I am also a partner, I
It's
know
always a
what it
teamwork.
takes to be. Yeah, it's always
But it's
togetherness,
very emotional support, but he does all that. Excellent.
Yeah, yeah.
Hirani
Thank
sir,
you for
your
both of
thoughts?
you.
Thank you, Hirani
Anything
ji.
you
Thank
wish
you,
to
Shivani ji.
share? Yeah, thank you, Neha. Hirani sir,
Thank you.
anything you wish to conclude?
No, it was fantastic. The way he has explained with the, what do you call it? The
Right.
experiment that you saw, the spikes and all these things. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. As we have no questions, we are closing for the day. See you next Saturday with another speaker. Thank you for joining in and wish you a great weekend ahead. Have a
Thank
wonderful
you
day.
so much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Irfan.
Tamra.
Thank you, Neha.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you. More blessings. Thank you.
Anyone interested can fill the form. We'll reach out to you.